Hi everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. Today we're working on this jar with the lid, and I'm using some washi tape stickers and a little bit of glitter, the crushed crystal, and I'm gonna see how this works out. So I'm just giving my jar a little spritz with the isopropyl just to hopefully prevent any bubbles because it does have that pattern in it. Now this is the unicorn crushed crystal. Now this goes a long way, and so you can see I just added a little bit to my spoon that I'm going to mix in, and even that in the end I probably should have went with a little bit less, just for clarity. And so yeah, so if you're using this stuff, yeah, little goes a long way. So that jar that you get, and you just get that off of Amazon, will last a long time. So I'm just going to give this a good mix. And then I thought, well, let's add a little bit of color. So I'm going to use Let's Resin Latte Alcohol ink to add some color. And I'm just going to put in 2 drops, because I still need it to be very transparent. So I just want to add a little color. So 2 drops is all I'm adding to this cup of resin. And then we're going to add it into the bowl. Now I have to apologize, guys. I had my stop and go mixed up here, where thought I was hitting record, but I was actually stopping it, and then I was recording the spots that I didn't want to. So I lost a lot of the footage here. But here you can see I've added the resin, and now I'm just going to tap out some of those bubbles, bring them to the top, so that I don't have any bubbles in my jar. Now this is where I lost a lot of my footage, and I'm putting the stickers in. So with this tape, I just go ahead and use a couple pieces of painter's tape to separate it, to take the backing off. That's the easiest way to do it. Put one on each side, pull it apart. And then I'm just using my tweezers to put this into the side of the jar. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just poking it in, nothing special. And then I do give it a tap when I'm done to hopefully, if there's any additional bubbles. Now, here's the lid. This lid was such a pain for me. So you're going to see that I'm using one sticker here, but I end up having to do this lid 3 times. So, in the end, the sticker's different. But I had to mix up some more resin. So I used the rest of what I had, and then I didn't have quite enough. So I had to mix up some more. And when I did my second mix up, I somehow got the ratios wrong, because this is a 3-to-1 resin by weight, and I don't know. Whatever I did wrong. Anyways, it didn't cure properly, so I ended up having to toss the first one out, as you will see in the reveal. But you can see how I added the sticker in, and then I just push it down, get any of the bubbles out of there. And with this lid, it's tricky. Once you fill it up with resin, there tends to be a lot of air holes underneath that lip. So just take a tool and run it underneath there, a silicone tool, to get those, make sure that you're getting those bubbles out, so that you don't have any gaps in that lid when it's done. So I'm just giving this a good push down. This didn't float up, but when I did it the second time, it definitely did. So you might want to set a timer and just come back and check on this, on your stickers, if they're floating up, to push them down. Wait till it gets a little tackier. The resin gets a little bit heavier to hold it down. Everybody, ready to unmold our jar. If you want to see how this cute little frog, check out my previous video. So with this one, I had a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to redo the lid. I came in this morning, I'm like, touch, and the resin on this stuck to my finger. I must have did my ratios wrong. This resin is a 3-to-1 by weight, and I don't know, because I had to do the top up with this one, I must have measured it wrong anyways, and it didn't harden. So I'm gonna have to put some gloves on, take this out, and redo it. But I was anxious to see how this turned out. So we're gonna take a look at this, and I'll redo that lid. So let's take a look at how I'm so hopeful that this turned out and that those stickers didn't, you know, get all bent or crumbly or anything like that. So let's take a look. Oh, I love the colors. Oh, there we go. Well, that was easy enough. I always expect that to be harder. My little froggy is actually harder than that to take out. All right, I'll get you back in. Then we'll flip this over and see what we got. I do like the hint of that, what do you call it? Latte. That was the color I used, was the latte. All right, and a little bit of that sparkle. Why that sparkle is nice is it doesn't all settle. Ooh, I love this. Look at how pretty that turned out. You can see those flowers in there. So pretty. And this one's like a label, right? So if you wanted to, you could put use your Cricut or something and put a label on here. So pretty. So pretty. Wish my lid had turned out. I'm gonna take you guys outside for some shots because it's a beautiful Sunday day. All right, I have the lid to take out. I cannot tell you what a pain this has been. This is my third attempt. The first one, you guys saw that the resin hadn't, I mixed it in the incorrect ratios and it didn't solidify. And the second one, my flower all curled up, and I actually came in to check on it, but it was too, I had missed the time. It was already too hard. So this was my third attempt at this lid. So I guess third time's a charm. Very pretty. And thing about this lid, when you're pouring it, you have to make sure, because it does get bubbles in this area, so you gotta kind of take a little tool, poke it in there. But you know, I have a couple little bubbles, but really nothing bad. And there we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Kind of antique-y looking with the with that latte color in it. But there it is. I think that turned out really nice. A little bit of sparkle, some flowers. All right, and this is what I had with my extra resin. I just did a couple of my little flowers. I'm gonna take this outside, see if I can get you guys some outside shots. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.